The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years. Ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sellers. He's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Here's Sellers to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's a tight end. Complete in the middle. All that example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able...
Throwing Sellers. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Finds his big tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Punt is in the air. Wants to return it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Fires to the right. It's caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
There's some room. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sellers. Bringing the heat. The throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the run, it's Clark. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Sellers from the gun on third down. Right on the money. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's Sellers to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The run inside. It's Clark. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Sellers using the quick game. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. He smashes his way through again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. It's caught. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On target over the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
Oh, man, that DB, if he knew where he was out on the field just a little bit better and knew how to get that foot down in bounds, that would have been a pick. Obviously, a clean catch, but he's got to get 1 foot in bounds to secure the interception.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Wants to keep it in the air. On target to the left. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. defense, you never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Flips it out in the flat. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Sellers punts it out of the air.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Unloads it left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Quarterback making checks. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run it on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Finds his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. A little release to the back. Runs through a tackle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down.
And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They fight.
Looking for a big play. Makes a deep grab. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now for 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Sellers. Under fire. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Quarterback keeps it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clemson calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Sellers through the noise. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a flag, and I think the offense is going to benefit from the quarterback taking an extra shot. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives him a first down. They'll try to run it in. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Avoids pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the number 18 team, the UAB Blazers. And it's the Mean Green with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch.
Might have a chance. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
And I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Cox into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes a catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He might want another play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his man. He's brought down, but it's not for a first down. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead.
Number 81, set to kick it away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sellers. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He's going for a big play downfield. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
So now it's 2nd and long. Sellers to the air again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hunt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Will be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more... Going to take a shot. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. There he goes. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle, and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Finding some room. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give them the lead. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Gets the back moving. Here's Sellers to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. To the air, it's Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now here's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Running inside, it's Clark. Picks up the first down. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
First down for the offense.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Oh, what a move. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Throwing Sellers. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Sellers through the noise. Slips a tackle. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick strike complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more.
Maybe a crease.
Bro, you don't make no fucking football moves, man. Like, goddamn, bro, they got buttons for a reason. Sorry ass nigga.
You just simply can't say
He
enough
fucking
about this
sucks,
guy,
nigga.
what he's meant to this offense. Big
If I wanted to play the computer, I could do that.
Big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
All these fucking buttons, and y'all niggas don't do shit but left right. God damn. That's alright. I'm finna just throw a go around.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gamecocks.
Oh, it takes working. I ain't doing nothing. That nigga is button. Sorry,
That
yeah.
last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. He wants to go deep. And he's got it inside the 35. The Gamecocks.
Get back on the ball, weak nigga. Get back on the ball, weak nigga.
Using his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sellers. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for
That's how you call a drive. None of that whack shit.
with a response and a touchdown of their own. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. He is denied, no good on the two-point try, and the lead remains at 5. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They built a comfortable lead and trying to Week 13 victory.
Shit whack as fuck. Shit changed my whole fucking playoffs for no fucking reason.
When you deal with this
Nigga,
guy,
you can move.
he fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So
I hope in Clemson when this shit really matter, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback.
This basic concept ain't gonna work for real. I'm over here trying shit.
Here he comes inside his own side.
Look at you.
Just able to get out to the
Look at you, bro.
on the return before he stops. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the field. Off to the races. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field.
You gonna give me that ball back, boy. You gonna give me that ball back.
It takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the extra point was good. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Quickly out to the tight end. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Shakes off the defender. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Good timing on the quick out. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls drills it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The run inside. It's Davidson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
That was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Field position to start this drive from their own 33. Here's Sellers to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Sellers. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
I just let him run right by him. Some bullshit.
On this 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.